What's up, y'all? I stopped doing my podcast, Loud Faces. I'm gonna bring it back. You know, I've been transitioning. Actually, stopped. I was like, I'm not doing it anymore because I don't want to do it. But I think I'm just gonna switch it up. It doesn't matter. This is me talking too much. The reason I'm making this video is because, and I'm gonna be talking a lot, is about Matthew Price. He is my brother, my friend, and yeah, man. Hey, this is my goal, to get through this video without crying. You know? Oh man, hold on. Oh. Hey, get in there. All right, so I'm good. I feel like if I'm silly, it's not gonna happen. All right, so Matt Price, he's a magician. He's 27 years old, and I met him in Florida. Right, we did the first time I ever met him. I was okay. I should probably start off. He died. Someone killed him in Los Angeles. He was, man. Anyway, so someone, I don't even know. This is all over the place. I just want to give him some respect, and I didn't know how to do it, so I was like, let me just talk about him. I'll put him on YouTube. And I met him in Florida. You know, we did a couple competitions together. I remember the first time we ever met, I did this competition. I got second place. I got like $2,000. I was like, oh snap, I'm rich, baby. You know, and then that was gone in a month. And but I remember that competition like it was just I remember seeing him, and he was cool. You know, and we kind of kept in touch. He was just kind of cool people. And then we had our first show together. I was headlining a place, and he was featuring, and I was driving down there. It was probably it was in Fort Myers, Florida, and I came from Orlando, so I think that was maybe like a 3-hour drive. So I'm driving, and it's raining. I'm speeding like an idiot because I think I was like 22 at the time. I didn't feel like I could die. I was like, I'm invincible, and I was driving, and then there was on an overpass. I'm coming down. There's a whole giant puddle of water. Like I swear, it was like that much. I don't know how to measure, but that much. And then I was coming down right from the overpass, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna crash. And I already knew, and I actually put on my brakes. If you're actually going in the water, you don't put on your brakes because that's how you hydroplane. And I put on my brakes, and I crashed, and then I was fine. You know, my shoulder hurt a little bit, but I didn't have any scratches or nothing. I mean, nothing happened to me. The car was total, right? And it's Florida. Florida's weather is like crazy bipolar, and so. So it rains for like crazy hard hurricane, and then it's like sun's out, and the sun came out and it dried every spot of rain, right? There was no water. Cop gets here, he's like, so what happened? And I'm like, listen, man, no, it's gonna sound weird, okay? But this is Florida, bruh, okay? And I had to tell him, and he was like not having it. He was like, look, bruh, listen, I'm gonna give you a ticket. Here you go. Gave me a ticket. And I had no way to get to the show. And just keep in mind, I'm like 22, 23. I just started headlining. I just started I was a feature. I was opening up for other comedians. I wasn't headlining. I couldn't, I think, I don't know if I hit him up or I think I told him, and he was like, oh, I'm coming. I told Matt, I was like, I'm stranded. And may not make the show. He's like, I'll come grab you. So this man drove like 2.5 hours to come get me. Picked me up, 2.5 hours back. We did the show. Then he drove 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that, to drop me off in Orlando. And then he had to drive 3.5 hours back. And but the whole time, like he picked me up, and I was sad, but he was like cracking jokes, making me laugh, making me feel good. And then when we were driving back, I mean, we literally had the best time, and then we clicked immediately because this dude, I'm telling you, man, first off, he's crazy talented. He's crazy talented, man. And then when I gravitate towards people is because, I love when they grind. This man's a grinder. He works hard. He's just always positive. He's not a negative guy, and he's not a negative guy. He's a really good guy. So we just became super tight. He was like my best friend. He was like one of my best friends, bro. He was my best friend. And then, what happened was, we moved to LA, right? I moved to LA, he came afterwards, he needed a place to stay. This man was homeless, right? Right? He was homeless and living in his car. He drove his car from LA. From Florida. This man drove his car from Florida. His car jacked up, blew up. And, we made a sketch about him being homeless. It was a joke, but this man was really in his car. And I was like, bruh, stop being homeless. Come live with me. And then by the time he was like, all right, man, I need a place to stay. Right? Because he was like living with like some other LA comedians. It was like a bunch of them. I don't know. He was like on the floor. And I'm like, bruh, quit sleeping on the floor with some random LA comedians that you don't know and sleep on my floor. Okay? It's way better that way. You know me. My floor, my carpet, top tier. No, but I was telling him, I was like, you can have a room. And because I had an extra room. But by the time he said, hey, man, I need a place to stay, I was moving out. And I was moving out with my ex. And then who was staying there was both my brothers, my brother Joshua and Justin. And then I had a friend I used to work with named Miles. He was staying there. And was that it? Oh, and Akeem was living there. So they all need a place to stay. So I was just inviting everybody need a place to stay. So he came, stayed. He didn't complain about nothing. I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I don't have I didn't originally invite him to sleep on the carpet, but I was like, you took too long, man. He's like, I don't care, I'll sleep on the carpet. All right. Didn't complain at all. And then my brother stole him from me. And then they became, best. We're all like family. We're all like family. But they all bonded, and it was just like we're family, man. Like I people say you can't choose your family members, right? But I did. I chose them. Like that's why I plan on adopting, right? I plan on adopting, first off, because we're overpopulated. There's way too many people on this earth. And I think making your own children, to be honest with you, at this point it's a little selfish, but I think you'd be selfish because it's your life. You can do whatever you want. I'm probably gonna still have kids. But I plan on adopting because there's too many people in this world. And it's my closest family members aren't blood. I got blood family members that I don't even speak to. I haven't spoken to in years, right? And then Matt Price, that man, he talks to them. The family members I don't even talk to. That's how cool Matt is, man. He's cool with everybody. Most people. But if you don't like Matt, man, there's a problem with you, man. It's not a problem. Listen. Everybody's annoying. So, everybody's annoying. Like Matt, he ain't perfect, man. That man is annoying. Like I remember if a UFC or MMA match, would come up, we would make like bets. Not with money, but I'd be like, I think this person's gonna win. He'd be like, he would pick the most randomized person. Like, bruh, why do you think they're gonna win? Then he would come up with this way off the top unorthodox explanation. This is why they win, because blah, blah, blah. Like, are you serious, bruh? Like, what is wrong? That's horrible. And then let him be right, bruh. He can't wait to call me. Hey, what's up, buddy? They ain't even announced the winner yet, Matt. They didn't announce him. So. I love him, but he couldn't wait. I couldn't wait too. I'm not gonna lie. I would hit him up. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, it was like a fun thing. Now every like MMA event that comes up, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be really sad, man. For like 3 of them, and then I'll be over it. I'll be fine. But I'll just play. But But Matt was just he was just a really good guy. Anytime I met him, he always came out with, he was so innovative. He had a new idea and just, he's just really, really positive dude. He was never wrong though. But, just wrong. But they really messed up, right? Like they messed up. They were trying to rob him and then they just shot him. And then, but they messed up killing them. Not in a way like I'm like some mafia boss, like, you did the wrong, killed the wrong person, not like that. They messed up as in like, Matt was he was a really good guy. He was such a good guy. And there was no point. He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be here, so it's like, it just really sucks really bad. It sucks bad, you know. But you know, I don't really know what to say, but it's like rest in peace, Matt. I love you. Go. He was in that music video walking in my underwear. I think I'm gonna repost that sketch we did. And I love you, man. And listen, man. I mean, he wasn't even 30. You know, so like, love your family. I love all my family, even family members I don't talk to. Where I love them. I still love you. You know, love your friends and treat people right. And be safe. You know what I mean? Be safe, man. I don't really know what else to say. I just want to say I love you, man. All right. So I'll see you later. Hey, guess who made it through the video without crying? Man, it was great. It was cool. I was like, bro, do something silly.